The Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Blue Devils will put toe to leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Miami's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Pitts. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through, right? The line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Canes will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will take the field for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Works the middle of the field. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Caught in the backfield. It's Clements. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Coffee. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Cook. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Duke. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Canes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Pitts. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Canes are flying down the field. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Back open in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker is Connors. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
He's brought down at the 34.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. Got his man in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
He makes the grab. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Bunch formation for these receivers. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Showing the arm strength to the left. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give from the gun. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Turns it loose deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Fires toward the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Clements. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses has played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Pass interference. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Pitts. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better...
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Let's go. To the air on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. 2nd and short now after that completion. This time they'll go to the running game. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Good timing on the quick out. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Drags it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Miami! They take the lead with the 6. Well, you can hear the tackle drills for this defense next week already after all of those misses.
And I tell you what, it's so nice to have a running back that can smell the end zone. He's not going to be denied, squares his shoulders up, gets powerful, smells that end zone.
Looking for the 2-point try. Wants to throw. It's Pitts. He's got it for the 2.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. to start the drive from their own 22. They go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Second down.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off play action. That's caught. It's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the returner will be brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. Creates a little room. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
A lot of times you know on third down, in the red zone, you know exactly what you're going to do the next play. You got to the one, now it's fourth down. This situation is what you want, and go after it, go for it.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a two-score game with a chip shot. The Sneak scores it. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Southern Miss. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets away from one. Finds some space. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Blue Devils are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Quickly complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Clements. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Duke!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll go to the ground, running into the open space. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Finding an escape route. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. So here comes our first play of overtime. That pass is incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a second and long. looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Third and goal as they try to punch it in from the doorstep here in overtime. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.